He was one of the most wanted men in British India. He escaped house arrest, vanished across continents, raised an army, and challenged the British Empire in the middle of World War II. His name was Subhas Chandra Bose. Millions called him Netaji. But in 1945, a plane crash was said to have ended his life. Or did it? Because even decades later, questions remained. What really happened to Netaji? And why did his disappearance become one of India's greatest mysteries?
Subhas Chandra Bose was not the kind of leader who accepted limits. Born in 1897, he rose through India's independence movement with a determination that made him stand apart. He believed freedom could not simply be requested. It had to be fought for. His opposition to British rule brought him into conflict with the colonial government, and at times, even with other Indian leaders. Eventually, the British placed him under house arrest. But Netaji had no intention of staying there. In January 1941, disguised as a Muslim religious traveler, Bose slipped out of his home in Calcutta. He crossed India under a false identity, reached Afghanistan, and eventually made his way toward Europe. For the British, he had vanished. But Bose was not running away from the struggle. He was searching for a way to take it beyond India's borders. And what he planned next would turn him into one of the most controversial and unforgettable figures of India's freedom movement. Netaji had escaped British surveillance, but his journey was only beginning. After leaving India, Bose traveled through Afghanistan and eventually reached Nazi Germany. There, he sought international support for India's independence. But Europe was deep in World War II. Bose believed Britain's enemies could become India's allies. In Germany, he helped organize Indian prisoners of war into the Free India Legion. But Bose wanted something bigger. Thousands of miles away, Japan controlled large parts of Southeast Asia. In 1943, he made a dangerous journey across the Indian Ocean aboard a German submarine. He eventually reached Japanese-controlled territory. There, Bose took command of the Indian National Army, the INA. For him, the escape was over. Now came the dangerous part. He had left India as a revolutionary in hiding. He had returned to Asia as the leader of an army.
In Southeast Asia, Netaji found thousands of Indian soldiers ready to join his cause. He took command of the Indian National Army, the INA, and turned it into the military force of India's independence movement. His message was simple: fight for freedom. Bose formed the Provisional Government of Free India and declared war against Britain. Then came the moment he had been waiting for. The INA advanced toward India alongside Japanese forces. In 1944, they crossed into northeastern India and fought British and Allied troops. But the campaign soon turned against them. Supplies ran low. Disease spread. The advance stalled. The INA was forced to retreat. The military campaign had failed, but Bose had achieved something powerful. He had created an army willing to fight for India's freedom. And its story was far from over. Netaji knew the battlefield was changing. The INA had suffered setbacks, but Bose refused to surrender. His speeches continued to inspire Indians across Southeast Asia. His most famous call was simple: "Give me blood and I will give you freedom." For his followers, these were not empty words. The INA had become a symbol of resistance against British rule. Bose also worked to build a government, a currency, and diplomatic support for free India. But the war was turning against Japan. Allied forces were advancing, supplies were disappearing, and the INA was running out of options. By 1945, Japan was close to defeat. Bose understood that his army could not continue the fight alone. He began searching for another way forward, but before he could reveal his next move, the war changed everything, and within months, Netaji would disappear from history. August 1945. Japan was surrendering. The war was ending, and Netaji's military campaign had collapsed. But Bose still wanted to escape. On August 18th, he reportedly boarded a Japanese military aircraft from Taiwan. According to the official account, The plane crashed shortly after takeoff. Bose was badly injured. He was taken to a nearby hospital where Japanese doctors reportedly treated him, but his condition rapidly worsened. Later that day, Subhas Chandra Bose was declared dead. He was only 48 years old. His reported death shocked India, but almost immediately, doubts began to spread. There was no body publicly displayed, no final photograph, and many people refused to believe that Netaji was truly gone. Rumors began to spread that he had survived the crash. Some claimed he escaped. Others believed he lived secretly under another identity. The plane crash became more than a death story. It became a mystery that India would debate for decades. Netaji's reported death did not end the questions. For decades, investigations examined the 1945 plane crash. Witnesses claimed Bose died from his injuries, but others believed he had survived. Different theories placed him in different countries, living under secret identities. Several Indian inquiries investigated the case. Some accepted the plane crash account, but the debate never truly ended. No universally accepted evidence has settled every question surrounding his final days. What is certain is that Netaji became more than a freedom fighter. He became a symbol of courage, sacrifice, and resistance. His final fate may still be debated, but his name remains unforgettable. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Everything Interesting World for more incredible true stories, mysteries, history, and forgotten legends. Because sometimes the mystery survives longer than the man.